The boy just went to the hardware store, but unexpectedly he was noticed by a sexy, wealthy widow. To win the young man's heart, the widow began to subtly flirt with him. The boy was definitely aware of the woman's intentions, but he ruthlessly rejected her. Seeing that he didn't appreciate her kindness, the woman left dejectedly. But when the boy saw her graceful figure, he felt like he had missed out on a great opportunity. But out of pride, he could only suppress his feelings. Unexpectedly, just as Mark walked out of the supermarket, he was stopped by the widow in her car, who invited him to her house for some herbal tea. Before Mark could say anything, the woman used her superpowers, which instantly piqued Mark's interest. He felt that money was irrelevant, but he soon realized something was wrong. He was clearly called to fix a water pipe, not to have herbal tea. Before Mark could complain, the woman frankly asked him to help fix the bathroom as well. How could such a young man resist, especially the rich woman's piercing gaze, which made Mark's heart ache and unable to bear? He could only go to the door to calm himself down, but after thinking it over, he thought, how could he let go of an act of good deed? So that whole afternoon, the boy helped her fix the kitchen and living room. Little did he know that this was all a trap set by the woman, and that this woman would eventually take his life. The boy's name is Mark, a graduate of a famous university. After a hard afternoon's work, Mark's mother asked where he went, and of course Mark wouldn't tell the truth, making up an excuse. But by evening, his mother still noticed something was wrong. She saw that her son would dress carefully before going out, and would be picked up by a woman in a luxury car. Although she had many questions, she felt that her son was always obedient, so she didn't think too much about it. The woman's name is Lena, a famous, wealthy woman in the area. She knew that Mark had researched a small program while in school. In order to make Mark obey her, she claimed that she could help him find investors. Mark was overjoyed when he heard this, and even fantasized about becoming a multi-millionaire. In order to make himself rich, as soon Lena researches Kunzi's scheme in a mountaintop villa. Although Lena is several years older than Mark, her methods are excellent. She always let Mark indulge in her sugar-coated bullets. Originally, everything was going very smoothly, but it was still blocked by his mother, because she found ambiguous information between her and Lena in Mark's mobile phone, which made her have to doubt that Lena took the initiative to contact her son, must have other purpose. In order to cut off the connection between the two, the mother strictly forbids Mark from going out, but her appearing this behavior, but let Lena, who can't see Mark suffer a lot, even directly find Mark's home at night. Out of courtesy, she still let Lena stay for dinner. But when she got to the dinner table, the mother bluntly told her that Mark was still young and should focus on his studies now, rather than hanging out with you all the time. But what I didn't expect was that Lena was even more direct. She felt that Mark was not young in any way, and that she would use her relationship to allow Mark to make great achievements in the workplace. Facing Lena's aggressiveness, the mother certainly wouldn't watch her son fall into her trap. Angrily stood up and scolded Lena, directly saying what she thought in her heart, but Mark did not agree with his mother's statement. Quickly stopped Lena, who was leaving in anger, thinking that Lena followed her away. When the two arrived at the mountaintop villa, Lena began to make big